Oh, hey guys. Right, I hope we're all good. Day 10. Oh my gosh. Where has those last 10 days been? Right, I'm really sorry I'm so late. I've been at the gym. Literally just got home. Just going to invite a few people on. See if anybody's about in the mix. Hopefully there might be a few of you about. So, I hope we're all good. Day 10 of Create Your Dream Team. So today's the last day. Oh my God, I'm a little bit sad. I feel like we're coming to like an end of an era, the end of our boot camp. So it is day 10. You guys can catch up on replay if you're about. So our very, very final day. Hey Holly. Very, very final day is about what to actually do when you sponsor somebody. So it's that next little step of, you know, what to do when you sponsor a new teamie, okay? Now, some of you are probably like, yeah, I know what to do. Some of you are like, oh my God, sponsoring a new teamie just sounds so scary. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, as we said before, it's never too early to sponsor a teamie. It's never too early to sponsor somebody. We don't expect you to all know all the answers of what to do with your teamies as soon as you get them signed up and as soon as they hit that button and say, yep, I'm joined. It's okay to not know all the answers, but the idea is you have to become that person that is really, really hopefully going to make them an independent Sensi consultant. So it's important that your job, if and when you sign somebody up, is that you're prepared to actually bring them into the business and to create an independent person, somebody that doesn't require you to basically hold their hand the whole way through. Yes, we want to support them, we want to help train them, but you don't want to be doing things for them. So, and that comes to like finding answers and stuff like that as well. So as soon as you get somebody through the door, they sign up, they are going to be absolutely buzzing because your excitement is just going to be contagious. The next little bit is about actually getting them to sort of gradually drip feed, step by step, things that they need to do that are going to help them to get going with their business. Now, I've got a checklist that I use, and Tam's also got one that she uses, I think, that she will post in the group. So this is in my diary at the minute, and I will post this. I have got a really simple format that I use. Now, when I first started selling Sensi and I first started bringing people into the business, I used to literally throw everything at them in these long messages all at once. And unless there's somebody that are super, super keen that are like, yeah, I just want to get going. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do all the things. I found that it was actually better to drip feed information and drip feed the training in. And this is the bit that probably scares people the most about what do I do when I've got a teamie, like where do I need to put them? Where do I need to add them? So I've been using this. So I literally put their name in when they join, and here I will put the date that they join just so I've got a note of that. And why I want the date in there is to make sure that I go through things like their 15 days and their 70 days, and I can literally count it back from the date that they joined if I'm unsure. Because obviously that information's on your workstation and it's on their workstation, but you need to make sure. I used to always be texting people going, is it your 15th day today? Or when's your 70th day? It will say it on your home screen. So it just makes you sound a little bit more competent because you've got it written down. You've got that date there. You can actually refer to it. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go through understanding why they're joining the business. Now, it may well be that because you've got to know them before they've joined up, you actually already know that. So you can tick that box and you can, as long as you know why. What's the fuel to their fire? Why are they actually wanting to join? What are they looking to get out of this business? Is it that, for example, they want to be able to spend more time with their kids and their family? Is it they want to leave their job? Is it that they need a distraction because they've got some other things going on in their life that are not great at the moment? But you want to be able to break down those barriers, get to know your new consultant, and make sure you understand their reasons for joining the business. It makes it a lot easier. If you know their reasons for why they're joining, then it makes it a lot easier to do all of the other things. So the next thing that you're going to do is when they get their kit, we've got here checklist and consultant guide. So you're going to go through with them. This is your new consultant guide. It comes in your kit. Now, there is also an electronic version of this on the workstation, so you can email it to them when they very first start if they like. and you can say to them, look, here's the electronic version, but you will get a book of it within your starter kit. So you've got there your consultant guide. That becomes your buyable. Why? If you haven't read the most recent consultant guide, go and download it and make sure you know it inside and out, because it's telling them all about the products. It's telling them the unique selling points of the products, you know, how to advertise the products. It tells them about their shoot and star. It tells them about their sensational start. It tells them about all of those pieces of information that are quite important. So that's on there. The next bit, Facebook, kit and announce. So have they set up a platform of which they're going to sell it to, whether that be Instagram, whether that be they're going to do it on their Facebook, or are they just going to be WhatsApping all of their friends and they need a broadcast list? So they need to set up their platform of how they're actually going to sell. When they've done that, ideally, you're going to try and encourage them to go live and show them opening the join kit. Show them how excited to be able to show people either on their personal Facebook, or they can set themselves up a group. When they set up their Facebook group, it's making sure that they know rules, like that they're not allowed to use the word Scentsy in their name, for example. That's one of my main things that I always say to people, because that's a compliant thing. Unless they've got the word independent Scentsy consultant after their name, they can't have Scentsy in their own customer group name or in their business page name unless it's got independent Scentsy consultant. So they're types of things that I go through with them. How to use their Facebook, when they want to be advertising. We have a little bit of training on that. The next thing on my list is trying to get them to book a launch party. Now, I actually try and do this. When somebody says, right, I'm going to join, I say, brilliant. Let's book you in a launch party before you hit the join button. I love doing that, because what that does is straight away, it gets them in that mode of, right, I'm going to have a launch. If I'm going to have a launch, hopefully I'm going to get active within the first month of joining. So you get them to book their launch party in. So that's there. And then you've got your list of 100. You guys should all know about your list of 100. Hopefully you've all got one. So they would go away and they would write down all the people that they think, right, I could sell this to them. And they add them to their Facebook group. Now, what I also do with mine, so let me show you my list of 100. This is on your workstation. So every time you put somebody's details in, you can actually bring this up and you can print off all of their details. So these are all my customers. And it exports it to a spreadsheet so that you can keep that wherever you go. I like to have it in my planner, because I take my planner everywhere with me. And if I've got, say, I'm sitting in the doctor's surgery, or I am, you know, at the kids' football or at athletics with the kids, I can bring this out and I can literally work my way through wherever I got up to, like messaging and following up and seeing how people are getting on with their products. So the list of 100 is really, really important. You've then got, have you told them about their 15 days? So their shooting star subscription, really, really important. And then, and subscription is about their subscription to their website. And also you could put in there Amy if you wanted to. Then you've got how to find training. Now, the workstation on a new joiner is actually really set up in a really user-friendly way now. So it actually directs them off to... Sorry, see what the dog's chewing. It actually directs them off now to the right, to these sort of tools, which are really helpful, like the training tools. Maven, or it's actually Amy, and customer service, sponsoring and promotions, and then you've got your 70 days. So it's all stuff to go through, but I would say this could take you anything up to sort of 7 days to 2 weeks to be able to train and make sure that everybody sort of understands what they need to do for their new consultants, basically. Obviously, these things, you want to be taking people and saying, right, here's where you'll find training videos, have a watch, and then leave them to it. Not, here's a training video, let's watch it together. Getting them to book in a date for a launch party. You could say to them, look, you need to book in a launch party. Let me know what date you choose and then come back to me and I'll help you with the next steps. That's the sort of thing you want to be doing, because you're creating people that are independent. You're hoping that they're going to go away and they're going to do these tasks without you physically saying, right, now you need to create a post. That post needs to have about your launch party. Now you need to do this. You don't want that. You want them to be able to do things for themselves. So, so important. If you're really, really struggling with all of this and you're brand new and you're like, oh my God, I'm literally brand new myself, I would ask my sponsor, whoever my sponsor was, if I was brand new and I just sponsored somebody, I would ask my sponsor to train us both together at the same time. So that can happen as well. So if you're brand new and you're thinking, oh my God, like this is mind blowing, I don't even know where to find all this information, then speak to your director, speak to your SSD and say, look, can you train us both at the same time? I've done that before, put people on a WhatsApp group and I've said, right, I'm going to train you all together, and I literally go through that checklist with them all together, which works quite well. Okay, so that's sort of what you should be doing when you sign up a consultant. More importantly, your consultant needs to feel that you are someone that they can come and see, they can come and talk to, that they can be honest with, that is going to support them through daily things that maybe aren't quite working. But again, you don't want to be like holding their hand to the point of actually doing things for them. If you're, for example, something goes wrong and they need to contact customer services, they need to contact customer services, not you. The only time I've ever contacted customer services on behalf of a consultant that signs up is maybe if it's like their first day and something's gone horribly wrong, then yes, I would contact customer services on their behalf. But if it's, say, for example, was to get an order attached to a party, like my newest consultant literally took the initiative upon herself. She rang customer service. She said, look, that should have been attached to that party. They did it for her there and then. Why? Because you need to get used to, and your teamie needs to get used to being the one that's, reaching out to customer services, logging onto the workstation, hosting parties on their own, not having you at every single party. Yes, you can help someone put their very first order in if they're really unsure. However, quite often I will say to people, right, have a go, tell me where you get up to, and then I will step in and support you. Because actually, some people then will check out and go, oh my God, I've just put in a party all by myself, and they will feel so much more accomplished if you are creating them to be independent people as opposed to holding their hand and you're teaching them how to fish, not giving them fish fingers, as the saying goes. So, but you want to be supportive. You want to make sure that people feel valued. So those are really, really important things. You want people to feel like, especially if they're doing really, really well, you don't want them to feel like that actually they're a hindrance to you because they're doing well. I have had this in the past where people have been a little bit jealous of those teamies that they've signed up that actually are better than they are, but you shouldn't be. You've got to really be looking at it that, they're your teamies. You've brought them into the business. They are going to be earning you money, yes, but also you need to be taking pride on the fact that somebody's doing well and that you've helped them to achieve that, and therefore you need to be proud of them, shout them out, make them feel like that actually they're the best thing since sliced bread, and that is really, really important. Nobody on your team should ever feel like that you are not happy for them because they're doing well, and that is something, or even the opposite, because they're struggling. They should still feel like they can reach out to you and say, look, can you help? Because I'm really struggling. So you've got to get that balance. There needs to be a balance with that as well. Okay, so one of the other things that we wanted to talk about was YouTube. Now, Tam is absolutely amazing, and she has put together a boot camp, if you like, that is on YouTube that basically is where you can direct your new teamies to. It's something I'm working on, so if you're under me at the moment, you can by all means please send your teamies to go and watch Tam's, because it's brilliant. It literally is a step-by-step video of things that you need to do. For example, how to use your workstation to place an order, how to making sure that you've got your Facebook group set up. The YouTube videos are all set up there and all there for you as a tool to literally sign somebody up and say, right, I'd like you to go and watch this video. You can send them the link and be like, here's day 1, here's day 2, here's day 3, and so on. And by the end of that 10 days, hopefully they're going to be a fully fledged Sensi consultant, and they're all ready to go. And that's really, really important, that you're making sure that you've got something, a system in place that trains your new consultants. I will post a copy of my checklist that I use in the team group today, so that you can, by all means, if you want to use this, I stole this from another SSD. It's not mine. I didn't create it. But this will help you if you want to use it, and there are plenty of others that are floating around, so that you've got some sort of system in place to make sure that you've trained them in all of the areas that are really, really super important, and that they're trained in. I also, with my frontline, I send them out, which has just reminded me that I need to do that. Let me just write that because I will forget. So when I get a new frontline member, I send them out a little welcome pack that's got in it like a notebook, a pen, nothing over expensive. I print off the how to navigate your workstation document that's on the workstation. And I just send them a few little goodies to help get their business off to start. So maybe some little baggies to help them do some samples. I might send them a few cubes of wax to help get them on their way, because some people might have absolutely no Scentsy whatsoever. Then they've taken the plunge and they've joined with you, and ideally they just need to sort of be able to get started. So and also sort of see how you sample and all of those sort of things. So I send that out to my joiners. When I get a new joiner, they get a little pack that welcomes them into the team, and it makes them feel valued. And I think as well, it's a really nice little touch to send something like that, because it makes them feel really welcome, and it also is just showing that you're willing to be there, you're willing to give, and you're willing to give your time. So definitely make your teamies feel valued. And that's the same as when they promote or when they do something that's just amazing. Don't be afraid to shout them out in your team groups and be like, oh my God, shout it from the rooftop. They've just, put in a 500 PRV order. They've hit shooting star. They've smashed sensational star. And really think about what you're writing. It needs to actually, it's got to be real from the heart, not just, and that's the same as when I welcome my new teamies into the team group. I always make sure I put a nice image with it. It's not just black and white blunt text, oh, welcome to this group. I make sure it's got a really nice image and, really welcome them and put something about them like, oh, I've been speaking to this person for the last 6 months. They've finally taken the plunge, and please, everybody, give them a nice welcome. You want to be doing that sort of thing. So it really, it makes them feel welcome from the off. It really does. And if you see that no one's commented on your welcome post or, your promotion post, message a few consultants that are in your group and be like, oh, would you mind just putting a little welcome or just putting a little message on there, because it just makes them, they're new, and I really, really want them to feel like welcomed and within the group. So just some ideas for you. Let me see, have I missed anything? No, I think that's about it. So today's activities, I'm excited for today's. And this is your last activity. And I think Tam might pop on live as well to do like a final thoughts type thing. And I am going to talk about how I feel in a minute. We want you to watch the live and submit any feedback that you thought from it. I want you to go away and watch Tam's 10-day recruitment bootcamp. We will post the link in here today and see if it helps. You might want to create your own. Okay, this is a really good opportunity that you might be like, actually, I recruit quite a lot of people. I could do that. I could make my own. Brilliant. But what we want you to do today is to make a video that's going to go on your PWS. So I don't know if you've noticed, but on your PWS, you can actually you can upload a video of yourself. It just needs to be like 2 minutes of you talking to the camera, telling people why they should join your Scentsy team. Because did you know, every time someone shops on your website or scrolls on your website or we have a flash sale, they will see your picture at the bottom that says, this is Lisa's website. And you can, rather than having a picture, it's going to have a video where they can click it and it will be like me saying, hey, how are you? I absolutely love Scentsy. This is what Scentsy's done for me. And I think Scentsy could be amazing for you. We want you to use everything that you've learned and basically put it into a really short 60-second video, 2-minute video at most, that's just going to capture people and draw them in and tell them why they should join your team, so that when they go on their website, your video is on there. Okay? Make it why you joined Scentsy. What has it done for you? What has it done for your life? If you're brave enough to do it. If you want to post your videos in here so we can watch them and give you any feedback, feel free to do that. I'd be excited to. So that's the end of that. Now, I just want to say from me, this 10-day bootcamp has been insanely proactive for me. Watching you all learn, watching you all have those light bulb moments have just been revolutionary for me. It's made me it's given me major job satisfaction. I've just seen that word, and yeah, that is the way to say it. It's given me major job satisfaction to know that things that we're doing are really hitting home with people. It makes me feel really emotional. I feel like this whole 10 days it's given me so much as a leader, but I really feel like we've helped a lot of people. And I really, really hope that some of you are sitting watching this now and thinking, yeah, do you know what? I really have had a light bulb moment. And if you've had a light bulb moment, I would so love to hear it. I'd love you to post in the group and say, look, this whole 10 days, now it's finished, this has been my light bulb moment, and this is the impact it's had on my business. Because honestly, I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. And I know that there's been lots of light bulb moments. I've had some of you inbox me and been like, Lisa, this has been revolutionary for me. And I think the fact that you're going to be able to come back to this, and you're going to be able to designate, you know, you're going to be able to say you get a new joiner tomorrow and they say, right, I'm really keen, I want to recruit. You can be like, I've got something for you. You're going to watch this. And literally from the start all the way through, you can get them to watch the 10 days, work on the tasks, work on the activities. And this is here for you now for the long term, that you can literally bring people in and get them to watch this video. You know, it will be uploaded on YouTube. It's going to be available for you. And honestly, I just want to say thank you all for taking part and sticking with us. You know, you normally do get a lot of drop-offs with these type of courses, but it's been so nice to see so many of the same names, so many people taking, you know, little things from my videos, from Tam's, from both of us, and obviously from Carla yesterday. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. Honestly, that was like fire in my belly watching that yesterday. It was insanely good. But I just want to say thank you. You guys have given me all the feels, and I mean all the feels that a leader should get. And it's been absolutely inspirational working alongside Tam. So, and yeah, I feel really emotional about it. I feel really emotional that I'm not going to be like jumping on live to see you all tomorrow morning. But I really, really hope that you've taken something incredible from this. And any feedback, honestly, is totally welcome. Anything that's been positive, even if there's something that you think we've missed, tell us. Honestly, I'd love to hear it. Don't be afraid to be like, just because you're an SSD, I can't tell you that you've missed out a really integral thing, which I think is really important. You know, and if you feel brave enough, you can go live in the group and share with us. By all means do. It's been amazing. We don't know who's won the prize yet. We will chat about that and we will let you know. But I just want to say thank you to you all. And I hope if any of you, I see any of you that are heading to Maidstone, that's where I will be at World Tour. Come and say hello. Don't be afraid to come and say hello, and come and see me and let me know, you know, that you did this. And I'll speak to you all soon. But anyway, have a very happy Friday, guys. See you later.